Golden State Warriors up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. So glad you could join us on this wonderful Saturday night. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4 slot. And looking at the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game. All-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Alonzo G, and it's Thompson in at the power forwards position.
And for the Warriors, unusual for a playoff team to be giving minutes to 3 or even 4 rookies, but that was the case last season. Barnes, Azili, Green, they brought in a rookie group with maturity that had done a good job of preparing themselves at the collegiate level, and all of them produced.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Irving against Curry. Feeds it to Thompson. The pass to Bogut. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Warriors. And for the Warriors rookies last season, Steve, they got an early start. They were in the team gym from the earliest days after the draft.
Well, this is a club that has great chemistry. Some of that has to do with Mark Jackson. A lot of it has to do with just the quality of people that they've put on that roster. But it's an exciting young team with a good coach and a great crowd. I think the Warriors have a very bright future.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Thompson passes to Curry. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Well, we all know that Curry is a tremendous shooter, just like his father. Quick release, pinpoint accuracy, deep range. But what I like about Curry is his passing ability. Such a good playmaker and tremendous court vision.
And the thing I like, Steve, is Steph's not just a spot-up shooter. He can create his own shot off the dribble, and he makes tough shots on the move. You know, the way he played last season and the strides he made in terms of defensive presence and the fact he's a consistent threat, we can start calling David Lee an elite power forward, in my opinion. The numbers are certainly there.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Bynum covered by Bogut. Bynum, no good. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. That free throw good from Bynum. And for David Lee last season, the second All-Star appearance in his career, one with the New York Knicks, and last year as a Warrior. The first All-Star appearance for a Golden State Warrior, Steve, and hard to believe, in 16 years.
That's a long time, but it's been a pretty big dry spell for that franchise. But, you know, you talk about Lee, he led the league last year in double-doubles, had 56 of them during the season. So, you know, is he elite? I don't know if he's elite, but he's a borderline All-Star, made it last year. But one of the top, let's say, 5-6 power forwards in the game.
Yeah, that's high praise.
Yeah. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Thompson, and he makes the 8-footer.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry kicks to Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The knock on David Lee for a long time was that he didn't impact his team defensively. I mean, last year, however, you could see that it was something he was focusing on more and more, and really was a factor with his help defense and rotations.
And he can't get the first one. And Clark, when you talk about David Lee defensively, in the past, he's had to play a lot of center, both in New York and Steve now in Golden State.
Well, that's probably the weakness in his game. He doesn't have long arms. He's not a shot blocker. But, you know, he can get pushed around a little bit by the stronger centers. That's why it was important for Golden State to put Andrew Bogut next to him to be a rim protector and to protect Lee a little bit down there.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really, just Kyrie Irving. And when he was out, their offense had no punch.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Waiters. Dishes to Bynum. The jump hook. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Three-pointer. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Curry. Iguodala has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for the Cavs, Cleveland managing just 6 wins out of the 30 games they had out of conference.
Well, when you can only win 6 games against the West, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you're going to finish at the bottom of the East. I thought injuries really derailed the Cavs season, but they weren't ready to go out on the road and beat better Western teams. Too many young players on the team who just didn't understand the NBA yet.
On its way from Curry for 2. Cavaliers with the rebound. He kicks to Irving. He passes it to Thompson. Working on Lee. Thompson against Lee. Thompson dishes to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Curry with it. Kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Thompson. Iguodala outside. 5 to shoot. That's good from 17 feet away. Iguodala's got 5. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The feed to G. Pass to Waiters. He dishes it to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Waiters. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Curry. Bogut with a screen on Irving. Off the pick. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Andrew Bynum. Iguodala outside. It's stolen by G. His first shot coming late. Again, the Cavaliers score. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Now here's Iguodala. Gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 7 points.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Here's Irving. Passes it to G. There's the dish to Bynum. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Ezeli's checked in for Andrew Bogut. The Warriors trailing. Curry gets the screen from Ezeli. And Thompson kicks to Lee. It's up against Thompson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
That free throw from Lee is good.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers were okay offensively last year. It was on defense where they really struggled. They had the second lowest block total in the league, but still were top 5 in fouls. That's a bad combination.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Golden State on D. Here's Waiters. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Just 4 to shoot. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for the Cavs, a young team, plenty of injuries last season. Steve, do you think they'll improve defensively this year?
I have no doubt they'll improve, Kevin. That was the main reason to hire Mike Brown, who's really a defensive mastermind and a guy who will emphasize it every day in practice. And it's a young group, talented young players who are still growing and still learning. So I think they'll get better defensively by a significant margin.
Now Irving, after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Waiters passes to Varejao.
You know, Varejao has always been an amazing rebounder, but I thought last season the start of the year was probably his best. I mean, you knew he was on track for a big year when he grabbed 23 rebounds in the season opener.
The first one falls. And so Varejao hits them both. And here is Curry. Barnes sets a screen for Curry. Thompson off the pick from Barnes. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Irving. Feeds to Jack. Jack gets a screen from Bennett. And Jack kicks to Bennett. And the pass to Varejao. Iguodala with the steal. Pass to Curry. The tray. Good. Curry's got 5.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Iguodala against Jack. Varejao with a screen on Iguodala. 6 to shoot. And Jack, here we go. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Curry dishes to Barnes. He kicks it to Iguodala.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets last year, now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Tony Douglas is checked in for the Warriors. And Iguodala drops them both.
Oh my God, I just got that.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And Jack kicks to Bennett. Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Dishes it to Bennett. Back to Jack. He passes to Bennett. Outside Jack. Iguodala with the steal. Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. Douglas the pass to Barnes. Douglas against Irving. Doubled by Verajao. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Good on the three-point shot. Iguodala's got 12 points in the game. And Steve, you mentioned how tough Iguodala is in transition. Great ball handler for his size. And Clark, I know you love his athleticism.
Yeah, he's really a point forward offensively, but he can finish big, and he's always putting pressure on the defense when he's in attack mode. A good ball handler and passer. His outside shooting is up and down. But I'd love to have him on my squad.
Warriors leading by 5. Now here's Douglas. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Jack with it. Now guarded by Douglas. Irving dishes to Jack. Back to Irving. Clock at 6. And Verajao kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Iguodala the pass to Barnes. Azili dishes to Douglas. Kicks it to Barnes. He feeds it to Douglas. From deep three-point range. Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Pass to Irving. Rejected by Douglas. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the second time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable, too. But it seems, as Mark Jackson said, that things be a-changing in the Bay Area, and for the better.
.11 left in the first quarter of the game. The feed now to Jack. He dishes it to Verajao. Pass to Bennett. 6 on the shot clock. Spates there. Shoots from the elbow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Douglas off the pick from Azili. Spates kicks to Iguodala. Second chance shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Jack with it. Now guarded by Spates. Irving against Douglas. Irving drives in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bennett. A terrific shot on a turnaround. Bennett's got his first basket.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Douglas, the pass to Iguodala. Shot to stop the drought. Tony Douglas, and that's good. Douglas has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, here is Irving. No good. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by... And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. Andrew Bogut had some real challenges last season. Returning from his ankle surgery, he missed a big portion of the season, and he said, quote, "It was pitch black for months. I questioned a lot of things. Mentally, I was in a pretty bad place. But, guys, he was a huge part of their playoff run, and he said, I see exactly where I fit on this team. The pressure won't be on me to score. It's passing, rebounding, and defense. I can definitely see the pieces of the puzzle working here." Kevin?
That up-tempo style has been their hallmark, Doris, but defense and rebounding becoming more and more of a priority. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Bennett setting the pick for Jack. Lets a floater go.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now here's Douglas. The dish to Barnes. Feeds it to Douglas. The rebound by Bennett.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Jack dishes to Bennett. Back to Jack. Verjao rejected by Spates. Now Barnes. Spates with a screen on Verjao. Douglas kicks to Spates. Barnes from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Bennett's got his third rebound on the night. And Jack, here we go. Verjao setting the pick for Jack. Doubled by Azili. Verjao passes to Jack. Cleveland moving the ball around. Bennett dishes to Jack. From 12 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
You look at Jared Jack, a well-traveled combo guard out of Georgia Tech. Boy, he's been playing his best basketball the last 2 seasons, and he certainly earned his new contract.
And going back to Jack, he can help you offensively. He gets in the lane, he draws fouls, he does a good job taking care of the ball. I hate to use the term, Steve, but he truly is the jack of all trades.
Well, Jack also liked to jack it up from long range last year.
Yes, he sure did. I think he was over 40%.
He sure was.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a challenge and a race to get into the playoffs in the West, and the Golden State Warriors were able to do it in large part because they went 19-11 against the Eastern Conference last season. And every win was huge as they secured the 6th seed in the West.
And he's good on the second. And getting back to the Warriors against the East, they ended up going 500 or better against every division, Steve, in the conference.
Well, they were consistent, no question. And a big part of that was their defense improved so much and their rebounding. That's something that Mark Jackson really emphasized this past season, and it paid off in a big way. Golden State really became a very consistent club.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Douglas kicks to Lee. It's up against Thompson. 9 feet out. Gets it to go. And it's 6 points for David Lee. Here's Irving. He's got 9. The pass to Jack. He kicks it to Bynum. Back to Jack. Pass to Bynum. Bogut on him. Irving for 3. Here's Thompson. No good. Good D by Lee. Warriors leading by 6. Douglas off the pick from Lee. It's Iguodala with the drive. That's good with a Douglas assist. 14 points for Andre Iguodala.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And, you know, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart, crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy, loose ones.
Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Douglas with it. Dishes it to Barnes. He feeds it to Douglas. He passes to Iguodala. Kicks it to Douglas. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bynum with a screen on Bogut. Jack passes to Thompson. There's the feed to Miles. Back to Thompson. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Warriors with possession here. 6-point game. Here is Douglas. Pass to Iguodala. Iguodala off the pick from Lee. Douglas kicks to Iguodala. Nailed from three-point land. Iguodala's got 17 now.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Outside Irving. Miles. He dishes it to Jack. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Now here's Douglas. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. From downtown. Thompson with the rebound.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Back to Jack. Knocked loose. And here is Iguodala. He's got 17. Passes it to Douglas. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Now the dish to Miles. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. With the floater, and it's sent back by Bogut. Feeds to Iguodala. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jack dishes to Irving. And it's blocked by Bogut.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole because he is not helping their offense.
Here's Iguodala. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Iguodala's got 19 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years.
And the Warriors making a change here. Irving attacking. Now here's Waiters. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's G. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number 1s in 3 years. That's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Deion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
So it's the Cavaliers now after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Waiters passes to Irving. He kicks it to G. Clock at 6. Dishes to Waiters. Lets the three fly. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Iguodala with the drive. And there's the pass to Curry. He feeds it to Barnes. Hogan. Pass to Barnes. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Didn't think that was going to go in. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Klay Thompson is checked in for Andrew Bogut. The Cavaliers trail by 17, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, the Warriors aggressively pursuing top talent this summer. They surprised many as strong contenders for Dwight Howard and did end up with an all-star acquisition in Andre Iguodala. He gives them an elite perimeter defender who can also create offense for them in a point-forward role. And with their shooters, a great fit for his talents. This is a team not content to rest on its laurels, but constantly in hot pursuit of the best players in the game.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Has some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
Now here is Jack. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Iguodala with it, now guarded by G. It's Thompson off the drive, kicks it to Curry. Barnes sets a screen for Curry. Shot clock at 6. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of horse at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
And he is still scoreless. It looks like he doesn't even want to be out there.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. He passes to Thompson. The feed to Lee. And he banks in the layup. Lee's got 10 points. And Steve, shooting no doubt Curry's forte. He narrowly missed the All-Star game last season. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get elected, and he seemed to be the one glaring miss. When you watch his game, where can he improve?
I think offensively, he's got the whole package. I think it's at the other end of the floor where he can probably improve. He needs to compete a little bit more defensively, but that's tough to do when you're handling so much of the offensive load for your team. But he's got to find a little more balance, I think, between his offense and his defense.
Here's Curry. Deion Waiters making his last shot. Here's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 25 points for Andre Iguodala.
Just seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
And blocked.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Inside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
For the Cavaliers. Then it's checked in for Bynum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Jarrett Jack. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry gets the screen from Barnes. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Another three for Golden State.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Stolen by Thompson. And the Warriors tack on two more. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against Cleveland. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. It's been a superstar display by Andre Iguodala. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Cleveland has its hands full guarding against Iguodala.
28 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
Here's G. Now here's Waiters. He dishes it to G. Pass to Irving. 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so here is Golden State.
Building through the draft as the Cavs are means you're trying to collect as much young talent as you can, and evidence of that is the fact that the Cavs had 4 representatives in the Rising Stars Challenge last year.
Cavaliers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Passes to G. The dish to Waiters. Fires the three, and that one's good. Waiters got his second bucket tonight. And the players, Clark, you mentioned represented in last season's contest. Irving, Thompson, Zeller, Waiters. Definitely something to be happy about when you're seeing that many of your players get a chance to do something like the Rising Stars game, Steve.
Well, and you add the young players this year, and Kasparov, Anthony Bennett. This is a team that's loaded with young talent. It's all about just putting it together. And I think it's going to be fun to watch this team kind of blossom over the next couple of seasons.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the missed three from Iguodala. Bynum, covered by Bogut. Bynum down low. Bogut on. The shot's good from Bynum.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Curry against Irving. Now Curry. He's got 12. Thompson for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Bynum's got his third rebound on the night. Curry against Irving. Feeds it to G. Takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. G's got 5.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
It's blocked, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Curry kicks to Lee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I'm a big fan of David Lee, fellas. I mean, you look at the way he's progressed in his career. Each season he's found a way to improve, and now he's become one of the better passing forwards in the NBA. I just like what he does because he can figure out ways to win each and every night.
I think a lot of it just has to do with him feeling right at home with the ball on the block. If you double, he'll find the open man, and if you don't, he'll square up and go into his move. He just finds a way to be productive on offense.
Good on both.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in '07, when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
Here's G. He has 5. Bynum gets a screen from G. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Warriors leading by 23. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19 and 22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6 and 1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve was a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
Gone now in the third quarter. Thompson dishes to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bogut, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder, an outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it, he gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Thompson passes to Irving. He kicks to Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Good D by Lee. Going back to Bogut, the Warriors took a little heat early on with that trade. They sent their high-scoring guard, Monte Ellis, for Bogut to Milwaukee, and they had to wait a long while for the big man because he came injured to Golden State.
Well, that was the main reason people were upset. They traded their leading scorer for a guy who couldn't even play because he was on the sidelines. But once he was healthy, the trade made perfect sense. Golden State had plenty of firepower in the backcourt. They needed the size and defense that Bogut brought them.
Here's Irving after the made shot by David Lee. G kicks to Waiters. Iguodala with the steal. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Iguodala's got 32 points in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
4 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Fires top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Now here's Waiters after the miss from Klay Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland. puts it up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Waiters got 3 rebounds now in this one. Irving dishes to Thompson. Irving. There's the pass to G. To end the drought. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Spates comes in for David Lee.
Get there.
Here's G. And the rejection by Ezeli. Varejão's shot is good.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now, here's Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Spates. And it's Iguodala missing.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Varejão passes to Irving. Bennett guarded by Spates. Now here's Waiters. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bennett. And it's good. Up through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
On the free throw, no good.
Anthony Bennett, 6'8", 240 out of UNLV. Incredibly explosive and athletic. A multifaceted scorer. Shot 38% from long range with the Runnin' Rebels in his 1 season in college, but also an excellent finisher in the paint. I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. And Bennett throws it down.
Some big-time power on that putback.
You got to admire the perseverance, don't you? He worked for that one so hard.
Went after it.
Yeah, that's what offensive rebounding is all about, Kevin. Anticipation and grinding for those second chances.
Here's Spates. The Cavaliers making the shot. Back to Thompson. Dishes it to Curry. For the 3, and it's good. Curry's got 15 points. And for Bennett Clark, he's a guy who teams could slot in at either the small forward or I guess even the power forward position.
Well, you consider the wingspan. 7'1", allows him to play bigger than his height would suggest. And I've always said it's not how tall you are, it's how big do you play.
Right.
And his skill set allows him to play on the perimeter, too.
The Cavaliers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Shooting the one.
So it's the Warriors now. Curry with it. 15 points in the game. Thompson off the pick from Spates. Here's Iguodala. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Curry kicks to Ezeli. He feeds it to Thompson. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but, you know, one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but, you know, in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
And that one's good by G. He's got 11. And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you wanted to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Irving against Curry. Bennett setting the pick for Waiters. Thompson comes with the double team. G kicks to Varejao. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Cavaliers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Some changes for Golden State. Lee comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala.
You know, you hate to see a player have the kind of injuries that Varejao has had over the last 3 seasons. In fact, he's only managed to play 81 games.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Lee a screen on Irving. Thompson outside. The 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And for Varejao, through the first month and a half of the season, Clark averaging over 14 points and 14 rebounds a game. He seemed poised for an all-star berth.
Yeah, he really was on track for one, and not only did he miss the game, but he also lost a $1 million incentive in his contract if he would have made the all-star team. So that blood clot, which required he shut it down for 3 months, hit him in the pocketbook, too.
Now his health, his injury status has got to be a concern for Cleveland.
Agreed.
Here's Curry after the made shot from G. Pass to Barnes. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd. Irving dishes to Varejao. G. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving misses.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Curry gets the screen from Lee. Curry with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. They get the rebound. Goes back up. In deep. Lee drops it in. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving passes to G. Back to Irving. Kicks to G. 6 to shoot. Back to Irving. From past the arc. Can't hit.
And, you know, the rebounding edge here has been key because they're getting a lot of extra possessions offensively as a result.
Guys, you're absolutely right. It's made all the difference.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Warriors shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Now the feed to Douglas. He passes to O'Neal. He's against Zeller. Shoots from the post. Nice defense from Tyler Zeller. Cleveland's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. A 3-ball. An easy 2 points on the layup. Zeller's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Spades with a screen on Jack. Douglas kicks to Spades. He dishes it to Douglas. Passes it to Bazemore. Five on the clock. Pass to O'Neal. Buries it down low. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now the pass to Karasov. There's the dish to Miles. Launches it, and the shot is good.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Douglas to Bazemore. Douglas. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Green. He kicks it to Douglas. It's Clark with the rebound.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Karasov passes to Miles. No good on the three.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Here's Bazemore after Jarrett Jack's score. Bazemore dishes to Douglas. He feeds it to Bazemore, expanding his range. Cavaliers with the rebound. Miles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes it to Jack. Pass to Miles. Back to Jack. From 6 away. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Spates sets a screen. Back to Green. Kicks it to Bazemore. Sinks the three-pointer.
For three.
And here is Jack. Jack gets a screen from Clark. And Jack, here we go. No problem knocking that one down.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Jarrett Jack was a strong contender last season for Sixth Man of the Year. Had that wonderful season with the Warriors. Now fortifying the backcourt for the Cavaliers. Great veteran presence for this young team on and off the court.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And going back to Jarrett Jack, with his size, able to defend the 1 or the 2, you know, pretty capably night in and night out.
And that enables this team to use him with a number of different looks. They can play him at the 1 and spread the shooters around him, or you know, they can also play him off the ball because he's such a good shooter.
Gets it to go. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Waiters. The feed to Varejao. He passes it to Bennett. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Warriors leading by 22. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Ezeli. He dishes it to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Wide open look. Can't hit. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The pass to G. The dish to Bennett. Pass to Waiters. And the shot is good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now, here's Thompson. Feeds to Curry. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's 15 points for G.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Irving against Curry. Right side Curry. He kicks to Azili. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Anderson Varejao. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Irving passes to Bennett. He feeds it to G. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock at 6. Dishes to Waiters. Stolen by Thompson. Releases from 15. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Bennett dishes to Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. For the finish. The rim is shaken. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Warriors leading by 16. Thompson passes to Curry. On the wing, Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight. Cavaliers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half in the field. And everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line. And they found a way to do it here in the second half.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Lee dishes to Curry. Back to Lee. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Pass to Bynum. Gets it to go.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Warriors leading by 16. Outside Curry. Iguodala.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Kicks to Bynum. Defended by Azili. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Tell you what, when he's healthy, Andrew Bynum is the real deal inside. I mean, he's one of the most impactful centers in the league. His size and ability to score inside can make him tough to guard and hard to deal with, and he simply just has to take advantage of that height and weight to be a force.
And the first one drops. Talking about Bynum, Steve, the talent undeniable, but after missing so much time with the injury, you know, the question for him revolves now and for the rest of his career around his health.
Yeah, that's the question. That's what you wonder about. Can he ever come back, particularly as a big player? You know, big guys have so much weight coming down on those joints. And even though Bynum is still young and medicine has come a long way, I mean, we really don't know what to expect with his future.
Warriors leading by 16. Outside Curry. Curry gets the screen from Azili. Curry kicks to Iguodala. He passes to Azili. Back to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Now, here's Bennett. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot, and there's the feed to Bynum. Defended by Azili. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Curry, here we go. Thompson outside. Leads him in there. Lee. The shot from the low post is good. Lee's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Timeout called, Cleveland.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Bynum against Bogut. Bynum, the pass to Irving. Back to Bynum. Bynum missing again. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Curry. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Drops in the layup for 2. Waiters got 9 points now in just the second half.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Irving against Curry.
Hit me, I'm open.
Passes it to Lee. 6 to shoot. The 8-footer. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Bennett with it. He's picked up by Lee. Irving dishes to G. Back to Irving. Lets it go. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Warriors leading by 16. Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Different look here for the Warriors. Bynum, the pass to Jack. 6 to shoot. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Here is Miles, guarded by Green. Just 5 on the clock. And the pass to Jack. Douglas with the steal. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Andre Iguodala.